Oh, that's on the camera rod. I've just spoke to a bloke. He turned up to the river, set everything up, and he slipped and fell in the river. Please say that's the one. Wait, silly old sausage. And we've just had a knock on this left-hand rod. Just think you're watching a quarter video. Today you've joined me on a local gravel pit. I'm here for 24 hours, going to be doing some pike fishing. Got 3 rods and I've got my camera with me. I'm going to try and do some underwater filming, and looking at the lake itself, it is absolutely gin clear. Look at that. That's going to be perfect for filming. So the plan is going to be have a quick led around the swim, flick it around here, try and get the depths. Hopefully have the camera here, 1 rod to the right, 1 rod to the left. I'll just be pub chucking it all around here and around there, and then just keep one stationary in the middle on a camera. It's a deep pit, so I will need to have a little lead around and find the depths, any clear spots. I'm going to guess, looking at it, we might be fishing popped up dead baits with the amount of chod on the bottom. But the lake has got pike up to mid-20s, I was told last year. I was here last year, or I think it was this year in February time, something like that. We had 4 fish in a 48-hour session. It was very cold, very tough conditions. But to be honest, the conditions at the moment aren't too bad. It's low pressure, it's overcast, we had a bit of rain last night, and it's looking good for a bite. Right, so before I do anything, I need to make sure I've got a good gauge about what, sort of what the depths are. So I'm gonna have a little flick around first in the margins. I've left the clip open on the quick link just to pick any debris and weed and stuff up. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be it's going to be one of them. Definitely popped up baits without a shadow of a doubt. All this low line weed. With it being such a deep pit, I wouldn't have thought they'd get that much weed in it, to be honest, but obviously they have. So yeah, popped up dead baits on all 3 rods. Oh, that's nice and clear. Right, actually the weed here might have been pushed down with the wind, you don't know. When it starts dying off and uprooting, it starts to get pushed into some of the banks. That's not bad, actually. I'm going to guess that is going to be clear. That's a bit deeper than there. That's going to be about 19 foot. And obviously, the deeper it gets, the less weed and debris that's going to be there. Right, so set up. 30-pound braid on the reels, which is what I always use. 2-ounce lead, always use. Running on the line. 25-inch long trace, and then a standard bottom bait, 2 large trebles. Does the business every time. If you've seen the channel, you'll know why I use it, because we always get the big ones one way or another. Right, let's go for it. I'm intrigued to see if we can get any of these big ones in here. I don't think there's huge amounts of them, but I won't grumble at a mid-20 from a gravel pit. Not a monster, but half decent size. Oh, the float's gone under, literally. I think the camera might be the other. Might have spun round a bit on it. Yeah, it's the wrong angle. Look at that for a view then, look how clear it is. Let me spin that round, look at that. Oh no. I can't see the float, I think I'm literally 2 foot under depth. That is the best view you could possibly ask for. Oh no. Oh no, I can see the float. Right, this has got to be cock on. Cock on, Tommy. Oh my days. Danny Fairbrass, eat your heart out. Look at that. What a legend. So awkward, I've got to straighten the trace out as well. And I'm going to put a back lead on this, because that... Just think you're watching a quarter video. Well, hopefully we can get some big pike on this session. The only real big pike I know of is a mid-20, what was caught last year. There could be bigger ones, you don't know. I mean, sometimes these pits, well, they do get floods quite a bit and they do interlink all between them all, so you never really know what's going to be moving through. I can't see the pike going from one pit to another, to be honest. I mean, even if they come up 10, 11 foot and they're all linking in one, I can't see the pike coming through. I could be wrong, but a mid-20 for today would do me. Now, I have skanked the missus' iPad off her, so I'm going to make life a little bit easier. And all I do, like I say, this camera, get so many people asking me about this. It's like a couple of £100. It's by a company called Chase, and I got sent it last year. And all I do is just hook it up to the battery bank, and you ain't got to worry. And believe it or not, with a 256 gig card, I can film constantly without stopping for about 4 days. And it's a nice little setup. You know, if you're into your filming and whatnot, I did look for a company, well, any kind of camera that did 4K, really high quality one, but I didn't have much luck, to be honest. So I'm just going to be content with that. And this battery bank, this Jackery 500 watt version 2, will do me for about 4 days with the filming and charging all the bits and bobs. So it's absolutely spot on for what I need when I'm filming. So the view on this camera, I could not have asked for a better view. It is absolutely perfect. So I'm going to get the kettle and have a brew, and then hopefully we can get some pike later on. Well, conditions look perfect. I've just spoke to a bloke. He's just come to the river. Bless him. He's only about, well, knocking on for 70, 75. He turned up to the river, set everything up, gone to put some water in his ground bait, and he slipped and fell in the river. So he's had to just pack away, come home because he ain't got any spare clothes. Silly old sausage. Oh God, you do get it sometimes, you really do, bless him. But at the moment, the lake is looking nice. We've got a lovely breeze pushing down here, and I'm confident for a fish. If not today, tonight, going into darkness. Just waiting for these fish to come around now. There is a few anglers on the far side near the tree lines. Other than that, I think the lake is pretty much void of any angling pressure. And I know full well the pike will come through. Whether they're up for a feed or not is a different story. I've had it on times before where I've been underwater filming and I've watched them come through and they've looked at the bait, gone back, gone away, come back, gone away, and then eventually towards evening time they've gone for the bait. So it's one of them. That's why I'm regular recasting. If they keep coming in, finding the bait, recast, eventually it can entice them to take the bait. So that's me theory anyway. Well, it's certainly a beautiful evening. We are in the witching hour. That time where when you've had a bit of a quiet day, nothing happening, you're hoping for a bit of magic. So the final recast. Put fresh baits on about an hour and a half ago, so I won't need to put any other ones on unless they've been mauled by small fish or eels or anything. No, that's fine. That's perfect. See all the guts and stuff coming out, still bits of blood are coming out of that bait still, so that's going to be more than good enough. Right, so just on the edge of this weed. Be nice for a bite on camera. I've got night vision on the camera, so I'm going to leave it running all night long this time. Normally I turn it off about 11 o'clock, but I want to get a bite on film by tomorrow, hopefully. And it would be nice to get a couple of fish. Yeah, that one's fine as well. All the guts hanging out. That's absolutely perfect. Bit of a tangle on the treble there, I think. Yeah. Other than that though, I think we're good to go. Let's have a look. Not too far out. That's perfect. It's a nice spacious peg as well. I've literally got the whole bottom of this lake to myself. There's room for other anglers, but if one person was fishing here, you wouldn't dream of setting up. So, oh, that's on the camera rod. Oh. Yeah. Oh, it's dropped. Oh no, fish on. Oh, look at that little thing. Oh, it's only a little pasty as well. Right. Well, only a little small one, but I think we've got the bite on camera, which is nice. I'd probably say, I don't know, what we're thinking, 7, 8, something like that. There you go. Look at that, lovely. Right. Same again. Nice clear spot. Give that a couple of minutes to sort itself out, and then I'll get the bobbin on, and then we are good to go. Good to go. Well, we are just coming into darkness, and we've just had a knock on this left hand rod. Just a few little bleeps. No. Well, something that might have, that could well have been an eel. Yeah, that might be an eel. There's certainly, I mean, the bellies of these fish generally wear away over time. I mean, I'm using bait elastic, so they won't wear away that much, but looking at it, that is the sign. I mean, if you had mitting crabs in the venue, that is what you'd see, but obviously I'm on a lake, not a river, so that's probably an eel twisting and pecking away at the bait. So what I should do is I'm going to get a fresh bait on. That's been on there all day. Right, I'm going to go for the same spot again. I'll put plenty of bait elastic around the bait as well, just in case any eels come in. You'll find if you put quite a bit around the bait, if you've got mitten crabs or eels, when they come in, because the bait elastic's tight around the bait, they struggle digging into the fish. So your bait lasts that little bit longer. You still might get a few indications that something's having a feed and took interest, but generally the bait lasts much longer. So that's one thing I always like to do. And mitten crabs at the moment seem to be a bit of a problem on the Trent at the moment. They're all over, even on the drains, on sections that I'd never seen them before. Right, let's see what tonight brings. I think it's about 6:30, 7:15, so it's still early doors. See if we can get this big pike. Well, good morning. It is, oh, it's a cold morning. It's 20 minutes past 6, and last night was completely dead. We had absolutely nothing apart from that one just going into darkness. As you can see, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful morning. Very chilly last night. I think it was 1 degrees. So I'm going to quickly get a recast going, because I'm not going to be staying too late this morning. Very surprised that we hadn't had anything else. I was getting a little bit overconfident, to be honest. I really was. I thought we'd have had at least maybe one more fish. But I think my last session I did on here earlier in the year, I think the first 24 hours was quiet. I think we only had one fish, and then we had a couple the day after. So I'm going to try and get these recast for maybe a morning bite before we go. I'm going to be here till about 8:30, so hopefully we can get some action. Pike fishing can be a little bit unpredictable at times. You're just waiting for that magical moment for that big one to come through. Well, we've come to the end of the session. Oh, it's cold. It is cold. It's getting to that time of year. One fish, not too bad. The lake's not responding that well. You can tell a mile off. I'm going to check that footage later on. Hopefully we didn't get loads of pike come through the swim on the camera. I don't think we did, because I was looking at it majority of the day, to be honest, amongst checking out the peg and looking for signs of fish. So now it's a case of, I think we're going to be on the drains next. There's a drain in Cambridge I want to go and visit. Well, there's about 3 or 4 of them that I want to go and visit. Section of Trent, there's a couple of gravel pits. I'm going to try and continue the underwater filming throughout the course of the season, every other video. Obviously, if I'm underwater filming, I've got to stay in one swim. I can't keep moving and trying different swims and pegs. So my next session, if the water's clear, I'll use it, but I want to try and move different pegs and whatnot, try and cover a lot of ground on some drains. And then there is going to be the Trent that I want to go to, a section I've never fished before. And then there's going to be a few gravel pits and then just different rivers and bits and bobs. So there's going to be all sorts coming to the channel. And hopefully we'll get a few big ones over the next few months as well. So I just want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.